Got to roll up my sleeves for the task of the recap. Feels like a lot of pressure. Is that why you're passing it off to me?
Pretty much.
I didn't. Sorry, I didn't realize I was putting pressure. I didn't realize. I get it now. Your plans totally worked. Okay, so we started with this idea of looking at election data. It is October, and there is an impending election. What types of election visualization is most useful? And I think that visualizing where votes have and have not been counted is probably a pretty useful place to visualize data. So the first thing we did is we sort of made up what election data might look like on an election night, and we made this really cool slider where you can slide like how much of the election has happened and like what percentage of the votes have been counted, and visualize it by county. The lighter they are, the less have been counted. The darker they are, the more have been counted. And that was like the first stab at a visualization. But then, sort of rethinking the best way to visualize it, we took this approach at a tree map where, as you go through the election, well, I guess you start with one block for every county, sized by the votes in it. And as votes are counted, those blocks sort of disappear, and you're just left with, at the end, the biggest and brightest blocks are the places where votes are outstanding, which I think is a great visualization of that. So once we made that, we then took the next step of like, okay, if that's the prototype for our website, what do we want to do if we want to like actually serve that to real people? Say we get real live election data. And Ian showed me the new embed function. I'm not sponsored by Observable, but Ian is, where you can embed things into a real website. I put it into an HTML file and put it on S3, and now you have like a full, like it's like just a full width real visualization of it, and you still got the cool slider where you can move it back and forth. And then I can imagine if I was going to put this into production for real, I would point it at my real elections API or whatever. But that was it. That was our coding with Fire for Sunday, October 11th.